Boys soccer on tap today from Mac Aldridge Field as Durfee squares off against New Bedford for the second time in 2020. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to the broadcast and welcome live on the web via our YouTube live stream. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. Well, the last time we saw the boys was a week ago today, and it was a 2-1 victory for the Hilltoppers over the BR Trojans. Now, they haven't played since then, as their game against Brockton was postponed earlier this week. So for Durfee, it's just been a week of practice. Coach DeBarrio Mello told me just moments ago that he was actually very happy with last Friday's win, but if there's one thing he'd like the boys to improve upon today against the Whalers is to come out strong, come out fast. Doesn't want to be that, quote, second half team, right? Want to come out early, get a goal early, and play with the lead. I mean, what coach doesn't like that, right? The Hilltoppers and Whalers tied in their first meeting out in New Bedford. Now Durfee looking to make it 2 wins in a row at home. Stay tuned to see how this one unfolds on Fred TV. All the action is next.
Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. Please assist in the mission to complete our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. The names of approximately 58,300 American heroes will appear on the aluminum panels. Black granite pavers may be purchased to memorialize those who proudly served. We welcome you to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, order an individual paver, and see future announcements, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us on Facebook. 100% of your donation goes toward construction and perpetual care of the healing wall. Committee members expect a formal dedication in the spring of 2021. The spirit of this cooperative effort is of value to us all.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mac Aldridge Field. Evan Massoud coming to you now from the booth. We see the Durfee Hilltoppers taking the field right now. Their goalie, Zach Massa, in blue, the senior. Durfee in their red and black stripe. New Bedford coming in all white jerseys. I tell you, it's kind of strange. It's something we've picked up over the years is that, you know, the home team in so many professional sports always would wear the lighter colored jerseys, but now kind of seeing a little bit of an opposite here with that respect. So Durfee in their reds. I like the reds. I mean, Durfee's red and black. Durfee's not white colored jerseys. You know, the school colors are red and black. So I like that personally, but here we go. New Bedford's going to start off. They won the toss. First quarter, 20 minutes about to begin. All right, for New Bedford, they come in at 3-1-2. We'll run down their 11 starters. In goal for the Whalers, number 1, Ethan Ramos. And his 10 teammates are as follows. Number 3, Ian DaCosta. Number 8, Rui Tavares. Number 9, Jonathan Sanchez. Number 10, Tiago Barboza. Number 15, Connor Silva. Number 18, Carter Barboza. Number 19, Romario Ramos. Number 20, his brother, Ronaldo Ramos. Number 21, Luis Nato. And number 22, Jeffrey Pyers. And of course, head coach John Massaraco, back for his 19th season with the Whalers. On the other side, I mentioned Zach Massa in goal for the Hilltoppers. He's number 12, and his 10 fellow teammates are number 2, Jake Silva, number 3, Colin Hargraves, number 7, Roman Kodner, number 8, Dominic Esteves, number 13, Colin Gilmet, number 14, Marcelo Montero, number 16, Kareem Hilmi, number 18, Jacob Bigelow, number 6, Brian Fernandez, and number 20, Ethan Machado. Of course, Tiberio Mello, the head coach for the Hilltoppers. Sent towards the net, played off the chest there. That was good job by the Hilltoppers to slow down that quick surge for New Bedford, 90 seconds into the game. I mentioned in the open that, Coach Mello, was happy. I mean, of course, anytime you get a win, right, it's a good thing. But definitely some things to still improve upon for the Hilltoppers, who are coming into today at 2-0-2. They've only played, the 4 games here. So New Bedford with a couple extras under their belt. Durfee, again, they would have had one earlier this week, but it was postponed out in Brockton. So that would have been a road game. So Durfee having basically to wait a whole week before coming to today. And Coach would like to see the team definitely come out, a little bit more energetic, a little stronger to start the game today when you compare to some of their other games. That was a great chance for Durfee out in front, but unable to do anything with that kick toward the box and into the box that came from Esteves, number 8 there at the bottom of your screen as we pan away. There he is. Jake Fitzgerald running camera. And Daniel Keating as well. Pyers drew the whistle as Kodner committing the violation. So Bedford with the indirect free kick. Coach was saying that he was proud of the first 2 games. Durfee played their first couple games. They had the win in Dartmouth. The tie in Dartmouth, and he said that one we came out on pretty quick. It was a fast-paced game. And he said the first game here against New Bedford, the tie also was rather quick. He said it was kind of a slower start in their next 2 games, which have been all at home, and that's kind of what he wants to see. He wants to kind of get back to the beginning of the season, and of course too, both sides, and Coach Massaraco for the Whalers mentioned this as well. At both sides, nobody had preseason scrimmages, and practices were. He just didn't have all the time in the world because, quite frankly, we've said this before, until basically mid-August, we really didn't know if we were going to have a season, mid to late August. So, everything was delayed, and, things kind of happened rather quickly. So, the teams are used to some of those scrimmages to see some live action before the season officially starts. And, nobody got that. Of course, everyone's in the same boat, but still, it's going to take a little while to kind of reach your peak in terms of stamina and your top individual play, for each player on each team. So it takes some time. Coach Henrique for field hockey mentioned the same thing. 7-on-7, there's a lot more field to cover. So what have they been doing with field hockey practice? They've been working on conditioning and stamina, and they're to be able to last the whole game running up and down the field with 3 less people on it. So it all comes down to the same things: practice and conditioning and staying physically ready, and getting the body ready to be able to perform athletically. That's sent towards the box, no good. Coming back out. And sent towards the circle. So, hey, we'll see how things go today for Durfee. They've had a couple free kicks down towards the box, and they were centered on net. Weren't able to cash in on those and convert into a goal, but seen a pretty good week of competition, though, here on Fred TV. This is our last game of the week. 5 events in 5 days. A lot going on. And, I thanked everybody yesterday. I'm going to do it again today to start the broadcast show. I have a great crew of students and staff, and we really had everybody chip in this week, and that's something that I can't do these games alone. So very appreciative of that, and also the athletic staff, of course, as well. Brad Busson, Kristen Govin, Nicole Henrique, they're all helping us out as well. We all work together to make this stuff happen. Crew-wise, Jake here, Gary Leet was with me yesterday for field hockey with one of our students, Nick Dolan, Daniel Keating, a student, Cam Norwood, a student, and everybody had games and work this week to try to get all of this stuff in. The 5th event was actually golf, so Jake and Daniel were at the country club on Wednesday while we did girls soccer here, and they were getting some drone shots and whatnot of the course of Durfee's makeup match against, I believe it was against Dartmouth. So really, we're trying to get it all done, get it all covered. You'll see some shots from golf next week on our broadcast, actually, which will be at the end of the week, because we won't be here on Fred TV until next Friday. Girls soccer here against West Bridgewater. I'm going to be, as I've mentioned earlier this week, I'll be in Dartmouth actually on Tuesday and Wednesday with our friends at DCTV for the Durfee road games. So kind of another collaborative effort between both of us. So I'll have the call for those for Dartmouth, and we'll link those over to our Facebook page, Fred TV Sports. You'll be able to view those games as well while they happen via the live stream here in Fall River. So be sure to like and follow our Facebook page if you have not, so that you can see how field hockey does on Tuesday on the road and girls soccer on the road on Wednesday. Okay, about 8 minutes in here, and still no score. Durfee restart and play with a free kick, and now we hear another whistle. And I think it's going to be New Bedford's ball. It is. Rui Tavares sets it in play, and now the kick. That was from Louise Nato. So Tavares and Nato putting it in play for New Bedford as they try to push through the Durfee defense. Lots of red jerseys there lining the box. It's gonna roll, and I believe it went out of play. Yes, it did, and it'll be Durfee's ball to kick out from the goal. Down the field it goes. Nice little move there to get by the defender. Now Fernandes coming back to get it. Calling for is Hilmy. He didn't get it. He was at the top of the box. Tell you, girls soccer, if you missed that on Wednesday, it was kind of a crazy game, but Durfee did come out on the losing end of that one, but it was really a wild one. And you want to talk about individual performances from an opposing player. We haven't seen anything like this in a long time. The starting forward, a senior for Brockton. Miriam, man, you want to talk about a fast player and really a power forward, to steal a basketball term. She had 4 goals against Durfee on Wednesday. I mean, she's not in the game. Durfee wins it 3-1. She was incredible. I mean, seriously, she had the hat trick before the first quarter was done. So in the first 20 minutes, I mean, that's just absolutely unheard of. So really, a tremendous individual performance as the Boxers were able to beat the Hilltoppers here at home. But Durfee, no slouch either. I mean, they came back from being down 3-0 after 1. They got a goal in the second, and then they finished the third in the final 90 seconds of the third with back-to-back goals to tie it going into the fourth. So that alone is, also kind of rare. So we saw some really crazy moments in that game. And Miriam for Brockton, she had actually a penalty kick as well. It was stopped. Durfee was able to make the save on it and not allow a goal, but Miriam was literally like a breath away from 5 goals. I mean, that's just incredible stuff in terms of statistics. Brockton in the rearview mirror now for Lady Hilltoppers. And the boys will see Brockton here. I believe it's actually on the last week of the season, that matchup. Again, still have to reschedule the one on the road that was postponed this week, but I believe, as we look ahead here, the last week of the regular season is the first week of November, and we're going to actually see all 3 teams once that week before the end of the season. So on the Wednesday, the 4th, we'll see girls soccer again. On the 5th, we'll see field hockey a final time. They'll face Brockton. And then on the Friday, the 6th, the boys will host Brockton. And then it's the playoffs. And obviously, we don't know who will play who within the 6 teams here because it's all going to be based on records. So, as soon as we do know that, of course, you'll know as well. That's how it works. All right, already more than halfway through the first here, and neither side's really gotten a good look down low. Jacob Bigelow there, sticking the foot up, number 18. On the block, it goes out of play, so we'll have the corner kick on the far side for New Bedford. And again, indirect, so all they got to do is just get a little motion to it, and then they can send it away. And they're going to get a redo here. Sent toward the box, hooked back. Nice job there from Codner. Or that might have even been Hargraves, actually number 3, I believe. Yeah. So Hargraves with the clear. And now Durfee starts it from outside the box. Well, an absolutely beautiful day once again here at Durfee. We've had one heck of a week in terms of weather. I mean, even Wednesday, it kind of got a little dicey toward the end of the girls' game, but it was still pretty mild. It was a nice day. But yesterday and today, this is unbelievable weather for the end of October. I mean, I've talked about it this week. and Jake will attest. I mean, we've done football games at the beginning of October where we've been colder than it is now here at the end of the month. So no complaints here. This is fantastic weather. Free kick from Bigelow. Nice floating kick. A whistle. Kick will not count as we come back to midfield. Some violation away from the ball that our official in the back of it saw. The back side of the play happened to notice. So New Bedford's going to get it, negates the kick. Under 5 minutes to play in the first. And now Durfee going to have the free kick. Runs by it. Now kicked back by Machado. Durfee going to have it again. Indirect. Set it in play, Bigelow. Again, playing in the air. High off the chest there. And another whistle. Look at Codner's speed. Couldn't get there in time, but man, powering through both defenders. A chance. Oh, no, he's offside. Yeah, it looks good, but unfortunately for Codner, well offside. That's one nice thing about field hockey. There's no offsides in field hockey. You can just sit there and wait for it. Out of play. Little collision down at the end of it there. And Durfee's going to have it. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes, so first quarter nearing an end here. Ooh. Might have sold that one a little bit. Rui Tavares doing a little pirouette, dancing around the foot of the Hilltoppers player there. Really was not much contact at all. On the ground to the far side. Shot on net. Massa, diving ball, almost came loose, but the gloves hold on to it. Great save by Massa. Trying to get set so they can inbound the ball. Whalers making a little noise here at the end of the first. Wow, and they're going to let that go. Holy cow. I mean, there was more contact there than we saw in the play right here in the middle of the field. And that's a penalty. Well, Durfee going to get one try at this. Again, the first quarter here nearly over, just seconds left, so got to make it happen quick. Probably going to get just the kickoff and one shot at it. Oh, and there you go. Didn't even get the playoff. So there you go, one quarter in the books here at Mack Aldridge Field, and we are scoreless. Durfee versus New Bedford. See right there on your screen, number 14, Marcelo Montero, now Roman Codner trotting off along with Kareem Hilmi. So they'll go into the interquarter 2-minute timeout. We'll take the timeout as well, and we'll see you in 60 seconds. Stay with us. Live coverage on the web, on Fred TV as well.
Honor, courage, sacrifice, pride, our city. Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring our nation's soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen. Vietnam veterans took the initiative to secure rights to an 80% size replica of the Healing Wall for Veterans Bicentennial Park. The names of over 58,000 fallen heroes will be engraved on the 360-foot-long replica wall. 100% of the money raised benefits the building of our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Fall River. Help build our wall, which is scheduled to open in 2020. The meaning, the spirit, and the value of the wall is everyone's. Be part of this exceptional, once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us at Facebook.com.
We are back here at Durfee. You see right there in the middle of the field, volleyball coach and swim coach Chris Policino tending to the safety of all as he disinfects the soccer balls here in between quarters. Another reason why doing the quarters, it's a mandatory water break for everybody, and it allows, you know, the disinfecting of the playing equipment. Game day staff here at Durfee, fantastic, of course. Second to none. So, well, notes from the first quarter here. Obviously a scoreless game. Tend to say pretty evenly matched, and yeah, I would say yes. Pretty evenly matched through one. And, you know, in saying that, you know, neither side has had a ton of opportunities. You know, they had a few shots on goal, but nothing that, you know, was like a hold your breath moment. So in that sense, kind of a relatively calm first quarter. You know, for Durfee, I thought they came up pretty good. They've kept with New Bedford, who I would say is a little bit faster than Durfee, especially up top. Coach actually mentioned that as well, and we saw that a few times. But then again, you know, we saw Codner get down the field a couple opportunities that he tried to create, wasn't able to get there, but definitely was able to get past those defenders rather quickly. So I'd like to see him, you know, get him the ball a little bit more as you progress up the field, because you know, speed thrills in this game. 2 minutes are up. Durfee's on the field. New Bedford still in their summit meeting. Coach Massaracco breaks the huddle now with his team. There they are in the background, the Whalers, ready to rock and roll as well. 20 minutes on the clock, second quarter. About to begin here on Fred TV. Evan Massoud with you for the call. And again, if you're watching live on the web, glad you're with us as well. Here we go. Durfee will start with it. We did switch sides, so not to throw anybody off. But yes, we did switch sides in the middle of the quarters here, so Durfee now going to be defending the left side of the field, New Bedford the right. And another whistle. That's one thing I will say in the first we had a lot of. There were a lot of whistles. And honestly, there were a number of things that really didn't occur right on the ball per se either. I mean, there was, instances where, like even we had a free kick, for example. One that comes to mind was Durfee's. And the ball was sent. Chance for the Whalers down low and foul. Now Coach Massaracco not liking that call. But, looking at it and, there was a foul that was committed off the ball, not near the ball. So, it's one of those where, again, the pace of play, really is halted. Massa sets it in play. Coming to the corner here, and that is Jake Silva. Down the field it goes, giving chase is Ivo Santos, number 19. Went all the way down to the goalie. That's Ramos who kicks it away. Doesn't get too far though. I mean, he finds Delvani Di Cavallo, but didn't send it right down the field, and the Hilltoppers were making their way up pretty quickly. Durfee takes it away, centering pass, a chance. Oh, it's gonna go out of play. That was a beautiful set to Santos out in front. It was Codner who set him up. Just off the toes though, a little bit off to the left, unable to center and control it. But I would say that's probably one of the best chances for either side to start this one off as we're in the second quarter, 3 minutes in. Hooking out of the box and cleared away for the moment. Hargraves corrals it, gets it through two defenders down into the corner, and that one loose in front, coming back toward the sideline. Watching it go. No, Silva makes the play, keeps it in. Floater to the box. Hilltoppers there, and it's gonna go over the net. Two great chances now. So Durfee putting some pressure on to start the second. Sure, I sound like a broken record, but I love it. Keep taking shots. Oh, tough pass there. Codner couldn't get to it. They were trying to set him up, but the defender for the Whalers came storming in. And now, quick transition all the way down the field. Tiago Barboza getting it to Ruben Barboza. And now Durfee going to be able to clear it. Can Machado clear it away? Wow. It's going to be New Bedford ball, and I'm surprised because we saw Barboza. He came from out of bounds to try to cut that off, and I'd say he interfered with Machado more than Machado the other way, and Machado's getting called on the violation. So free kick. Codner kind of dribbles off the toes, sends it to the sideline. There's a whistle as well, so my guess is this is coming back to the field of play and won't be played off the side. Codner going to work on the socks and the shin pads. Oh, excuse me, that's Silva. My bad. Number 2, Jake Silva. The 2 and the 7 look very similar, I'll tell you. Codner's on the far side at the top of the box. All right, set in play. Shot on net. Massa can't make the save. Went to the high side, and the Whalers, thanks to Rui Tavares, take the 1-0 lead here at Durfee. At about 5 minutes and 15 seconds in the second. And I'll tell you, that's one of those frustrating goals because you look at the chances Durfee had back down this end just maybe 3 minutes ago. Another centering pass coming in, shot on net, and it's going to sail. We've seen that now. That's the 4th time we've seen that in these opening 6+ minutes of the second quarter. And look at New Bedford gets one call down this end, and just like that, netting a goal. So that's got to be frustrating for Durfee, especially knowing that they've controlled this second quarter, no doubt in my mind so far. The first 7 minutes has really been all Durfee up on the offensive attack. And New Bedford able to sneak away with one here on the free kick. We'll see how Durfee can answer. Another good strong kick toward the box, cut off. And the Whalers able to clear it out of there. Nice feed, great feed, down the field it goes, turned around, and now out of play. That'll slow it up a little bit. Pass back, and that's going to get out of play. A little too strong from Machado. Unable to get to it was Montero. It's going to be a kick-in for the Whalers. I mean, I like the idea. I like what Machado was thinking of doing, kind of kick it back and spread it out a little bit because everyone was bunched up in front of him in the middle. So it's the right idea. It just ended up getting a little too far away from kind of overshot Montero there. Silva has it cut off as Hayden DeMello comes in to clear. And there he is again. Codner trying to jar it loose. He can't. Santos hits the deck on the slide, lost his footing. And now the Whalers trying to push back ahead into the box. Shot on net, wide to the left. Contact from DeMello, pretty clear. He was riding Santos' shoulder the whole way there. And Durfee gonna get the free kick. Saw this week in the sports news that 47-year broadcasting veteran Mike Emmerich, Doc Emmerich as he's known, who calls the Stanley Cup playoffs and finals, is retiring. And if anybody's watched the Stanley Cup playoffs, this guy is incredible, one of the best ever. And you know, one of the things for me watching, I mean, Stanley Cup playoffs are exciting enough as Silva takes that right back, gonna take a shot, nobody home in front, cleared out. You know, Emmerich always excited for both sides, no bias whatsoever. Anytime there's a great save or a big goal or a hold your breath moment, whatever, the enthusiasm is equal for both sides. And that's, I mean, that's how it should be, especially if you're broadcasting a finals game and it's, you know, a national game on NBC or whatever. But I mean, this guy, if you've ever watched, of course, the Stanley Cup, I mean, you know his voice. Such a pro, such a great broadcaster. So shame that he's calling it quits, because that's part of the fun of watching the Stanley Cup is, you know, his calls as well. So entertaining to listen to. So I'm not sure. I wonder who's going to end up taking his place. He's been doing it for so long. Codner going after it, has to redirect here. Passing out to Silva, trying to spread it out again a little bit. Nice kick back to Fernandez, but nobody there. Silva was behind the defenders. And a foul. It's actually going to be red ball. Wow. See, again, I thought it was New Bedford. We saw the Whaler player go down on some contact there, but appears like he initiated it. So Silva's going to get a shot from almost the same spot that New Bedford was down the other side of the field when they grabbed the first goal of the game about 7 minutes ago. And DeMello having to push back 10 yards along with Tavares. Put in play Silva, takes the shot, and it's gonna sail just over that top left corner of the goal. Good spot to try to get to, just a little too high. Let's see, Ramos, the goalie there for New Bedford, in the shadow now as the sun begins to set and the north side of Durfee casts its shadow on the field. Barboza hits the deck, earns the free kick. Contact from the Hilltoppers causing the foul. It would be Connor Silva. And coming in from the back, I think that's DeMello again. Nope, number 3, that's DaCosta. So they'll set it in play. Back to Silva it goes. Left-footed kick, Massa. Wow, that was very close to goal number 2. Just to the right of the goalpost. I don't think Massa ever touched it, so it was clearly out of reach. If that was maybe 3 inches to the left, that would have been number 2 for the Whalers. Yeah, Massa didn't touch it because it's Durfee ball. That's a great kick from Silva of the Whalers. Lyndon Medeiros there, number 17 for Durfee, with Silva trying to get it away now. Fernandez. Hargraves steps in. Oh, he couldn't grab it with him. Had a lot of open field in front of him. Had the foot on the ball, but then it got trapped between his foot and the opposing player. Otherwise, you would have had 2-on-2 basically going to the box. That would have been exciting. We haven't really seen a break for either side yet. Everyone's kind of been all bunched up together. Tight competition. Out of play. Nice stop from Hargraves. A quick turnaround. Machado takes care of it. Pass now to Hargraves again. Durfee moving down the field. Takes a shot. It'll bounce. And on one hop, Ramos stops it with the hand. And he'll kick it away. Good transition there for Durfee. And now the Whalers trying to do the same thing right here. Nice pass down to the box. A little bit to the backside. Now a whistle. And I think Barboza may have gotten hit on a foul. Free ball for Durfee. Errant kick there. That one sailed right out of play. Didn't square up on it. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in the half. New Bedford grabbed the first goal about 10 minutes ago. It's on a free kick, an indirect free kick, and that one's going to sneak through for the Whalers second. And honestly, I don't think Massa ever saw it. It looked like he was screened by the Whalers defenders. There were a lot of bodies in front of the net. I mean, that was a soft goal. But nonetheless, 2-0. Tough one for Massa. You know, when you can't see it, sometimes there's little you can do. I mean, he dove for it, but by that point it was past him. So late goal here in the first half for the Whalers, who go up 2-0 on the Hilltoppers.
Let's get back in the game.
All the way across the field off the foot of DaCosta. And that's a foul. Codner couldn't get away from DiCarvalho. Too much forward momentum. It's trainer Kelly Mahoney in the background there on the cart. Out of play. And as the ball goes in play, clock is now stopped at 2 minutes, so we'll finish out the end of this first half. For Durfee, they like to clear it out, man. Again, so many good opportunities that Durfee created down in the box, particularly this second quarter, way more than the first. This has, I think, been a better quarter for Durfee. And, you know, it's, again, sometimes the luck isn't on your side. You know, the Hilltoppers with some really good chances, and yet they find themselves down now 2-0 heading into half. Or at least they hope it's going to be only 2. Not much time left. Santos giving chase, fed up ahead. Whalers might be able to take another shot. Really good ball control from Barboza right there. He is the leading scorer for the Whalers. Came into today with 3 goals in the 6 games. And that right there should tell you too, with 3 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties for New Bedford, when your top goal scorers got 3 goals, I mean, it's not to say that's not, a decent number, but it also shows you that New Bedford's kind of spreading the field out a bit too. Free kick will come all the way back there at the 30. And much like Durfee to end the first, not much time left for New Bedford, so this might be kind of a one shot here towards the net. Massa has to play it in the air. Sun in his eyes, well done. Good save with the glove. Threw it in quickly. Hilltopper is already across midfield. Silva gets it back to Santos, who kicks it up ahead. Finds DaCosta. Ramos now turning it around. And that looks like Tavares on the far side there. Chance down in front, look out! Free ball, off the post! And no good on the second try. Holy cow, doesn't get much closer than that. Told you New Bedford was quick. These Whalers got down the field in the blink of an eye. Hilltoppers extremely lucky it's not 3-0 right now. Wow. I mean, he basically had a 2-on-1 in Massa trying to hope he leans the right way. He didn't initially, and it went off the post. The immovable object helping Durfee out. Another whistle. And that's the half. The Hilltoppers find themselves down 2-0 here. Has some work to do in the third. Again, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. They're definitely creating the opportunities on offense. I think at this point now, you just got to be careful defensively because New Bedford's found a way to beat you a few times with their speed. So got to make sure you don't leave too much field open behind you. But from an offensive standpoint, I mean, I think the Hilltoppers are doing everything that they can to try to create opportunities. They've had nearly as many shots, if not more, on net than New Bedford. So see what the second half brings. We're going to take the break during this half. Please don't go away if you're watching live. We'll be back with the third quarter in about 9 minutes from now. You're watching high school boys soccer on Fred TV, Durfee versus New Bedford.
Here's a story of Prince Felici, who discovered a great group of eagle leaders. All of them have the same goal in their hearts, to grow little eagle souls. Here's a story of our eagle family. Everything we do is with love and compassion. We've missed our eagles being all together, but we're ready to soar. Even though things right now are not predictable, and the thought of flies inside seem like a punch, rest assured that we will come together. That's the way we all became the eagle's nest, the eagle's nest, the eagle's nest. That's the way we all became the eagle's nest.
Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. Please assist in the mission to complete our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. The names of approximately 58,300 American heroes will appear on the aluminum panels. Black granite pavers may be purchased to memorialize those who proudly served. We welcome you to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, order an individual paver, and see future announcements, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us on Facebook. 100% of your donation goes toward construction and perpetual care of the healing wall. Committee members expect a formal dedication in the spring of 2021. The spirit of this cooperative effort is of value to us all.
Welcome back, everybody, to Durfee High School. Halftime break concluding here, actually about 60 seconds early, and we always like that. Keeps it moving. The boys never seem to use the full 10 minutes. I know the girls did on Wednesday, but the boys always, they cut it short. So, and we're always okay with that because it gets us going quicker as well. So, all right, coming back to the action here, New Bedford with a 2 spot in the second quarter. And they have the 2-0 advantage over the Hilltoppers. Definitely need to get a goal early here in the second half, I would say. Try to cut it to 1, and then now you're working on just a 1-score game. So hopefully the Hilltoppers able to climb back in it a bit. Now that second goal for New Bedford coming at the end of the second quarter, honestly, it was such a melee down in front that I couldn't even see who scored the goal, to be quite honest with you. Just like that, ball goes out, so Durfee will have to set it back in play. 20 minutes on the clock here in the third. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. More high school soccer. Hargraves trying to get by, and he cannot. Here to start the third, we've switched sides again, so that happens every quarter. Toward the box and cleared out, right back where it came from. Up ahead to Nato. Nato buys his time, coming to the near side now. That was to Pyers. And Gilmet halts play as it goes out of bounds. Pyers will have to reset it. A little bit of frustration kind of boiling over for Durfee at the end of that first half. Coach Tiberio Mello had a few words with the officials on the way to the huddle, and didn't seem like too pleasant of an exchange. And so Coach seeing some things I guess he wasn't too pleased with, and wanted to chat with the officials. I don't think they wanted to chat, so both parted ways, went to the huddle. Coach did with the team, and now we're back to the action. But Coach Mello obviously saw some things that he wasn't too pleased with and wanted to discuss it. Gets by Codner. Foot in the air, wasn't able to stop it. Out of play it goes. Durfee ball. Put in play there by number 27 for the Hilltoppers. And now a goal kick for New Bedford as it rolls out. All the way across the field. Oh, man, a heck of a collision. Codner came flying in and really just completely took out Pyers, who is down right now now they're calling for trainer Kelly Mahoney. That was an ugly collision. Hit so hard he even lost the mask. Noticeable limp there for Pyers. Definitely hurting. Can't tell if it's the ankle or if it's the knee. But he's going to jump in the cart. Gonna send it. No, keeping it on the ground. Kind of a low kick. All that build-up for a rather undramatic free kick, to say the least. Down the field, off the back of Codner. Right off the back of the neck. Hargraves, good control to keep it in play, and Durfee will have it. Towards the net it goes. Off the chest, loose ball, and it's hooked out of the box. Nice cut in there from Bigelow, sends it back. And the infraction coming where Bigelow and Sanchez were, right in the middle of the field. And Durfee will have it. Full-on free kick from Hargraves, and the 10-foot rule. Barboza observing it, and he was right in line for it. That looked like a header to me. I don't know how that went straight up in the air, and the officials flat out missed that one. Silva should have been called on the header. He went straight up to get it and got away with one. No offense to our men in green, but I mean, I'm 50 yards away and I saw that. Come on now. I do miss the headers, I have to say, especially on the corner kicks. I mean, it makes it very challenging to set it in play there down in the box when you're coming off the corner, when you can't jump up and head the ball that's flying in toward you. Changes the whole strategy in the box. Speaking of corner kicks, here we go. The Whalers with one here. 7 minutes already gone in this third quarter. Towards the box, and Massa with the save. Right at the corner of the net. Coach Massaraco for the Whalers, I asked him, I said, what do you prefer as a coach? The first time you see the team or the second time? He says, honestly, I like the first time. He said, because everything's fresh. You kind of learn to adjust on the spot. So when you've seen the team already, you start to think of what they might do. And then if they've made changes, then you're playing a guessing game. That's it. And that, obviously, that makes sense. Now, but I'll say this, obviously things working well for New Bedford. They tied Durfee in the first one. Right now, they hold a 2-0 lead more than halfway through it. So maybe there is something to be said for second time out. Loose ball in front. Massa's coming out. Had to kind of go around the hooking kick there from the Whalers. He's going to throw it deep. Bit of a Hail Mary throw. He had to dodge Michael Tavares first. Heck of an effort there to save that one. all kinds of confusion here. Bedford thought it was theirs. Durfee thought it was theirs. It is Durfee ball. Not a great kick there from number 27. Didn't square up on it too well. Tried to get it down the field. It definitely had a good look, but you know, sometimes when you get if you don't hit it square, the toes get under it, and it lost it just like it did. So. Kept in front, and Durfee gonna try to clear it out. I think it went out of play. It did, yeah. That's a little weird to me. That's kind of one of those, to me, trying to do too much with it. I mean, Massa, the ball was going right at him. I would have let Massa handle that one. And now it goes out of play, and the Whalers get another corner kick, and they get to keep it up this end. Santos cuts it off. He gets bumped into. Should be Durfee ball. It is. DiCavallo getting tagged on the violation there. Bigelow across the field to a wide open Silva. Has a little bit of room to work with here in front. Gets it by. Nice pass up ahead. Landon Medeiros there, number 17, still into the game, or back into the game, I should say. That's offside by a mile. I'm not sure what took so long for the whistle to blow. And Durfee will take it back the other way. Big kick from Bigelow going to the sideline, and unfortunately for Durfee, can't keep it in. Codner was looking for Hargraves. Didn't get it. Not a hard enough pass to get by the defenders. Sent toward the box. Bigelow back toward the side. Cut off by Codner. Great job to get there. And they'll play on. Wow. Yeah, it's so hard. I can understand why the players get confused. I mean, yeah, I'm sitting here watching. We're all getting close to the end of the third here. And it's like, you know, there's been whistles sounding for the smallest little infraction, sometimes not even noticeable. Then you have right there Codner. I thought for sure he was going to get called for contact as the Whaler player went down. And I believe it was DiCavallo there. Shot on net, just wide to the right. And it's like, no call down this end. So it's like, you know, what constitutes, at this point, it makes you wonder what constitutes a whistle and what doesn't. Shadows almost completely enveloping the field here. The only light is really on the new structure you see in the background, the new high school still being constructed. So probably going to be needing the lights pretty soon here at the stadium. Already into the 5 o'clock hour here. This one an hour and 15 minutes old. 7 minutes to play in the third. Out of play, that should have been hands, I think. Sending it across the field. Nathan Botello there, number 23. They were looking for him on the far side. Now it's kicked up ahead. Bigelow deadens the ball. Andrew Sanift. Shot on net, and it goes right by the goal. Loose ball still played in front. Trying to get by, it's Fernandez. They take a shot, it's blocked. Coming back toward the goal line, still in play, hooking kick. And DiCarvalho able to clear it. Another great opportunity for Durfee. They're just not able to cash in on some of these chances. Setting them up beautifully, really had some good looks. But unfortunately for the Hilltoppers, nothing to show for it here so far. Another one right across the box. That's a header in the box. Mental break, and the ref saw that one.
Do this again. Do this again. Indirect in the box.
And we saw last week all kinds of confusion.
Hey, Jeff, are they playing?
And I believe it's going to be indirect, but in the box. And once again, the same situation, and I'm going to question it. Players are supposed to be 10 feet apart, and you have every Whalers player standing in front of the goal. Now, the official's starting to clear some out, but this is still rather absurd. I mean, they allow less players on a free kick further back from the field.
That's why you're not playing Boston. You've got friends on this team too. And just play. Because if not, you're not going to do anything. But Xavier's playing for Norista. And we went to, I forget which town it was, like up north near Boston. They were playing baseball, they were doing training for football, they were playing soccer, they were doing everything.
Snap back in.
They got the whole net covered.
Only one can reach up with his hand, so.
Toes, baby. All toes. All toes. Right that corner. All toes.
And it's blocked. Out of play. Durfee should have the corner kick on this.
Yeah, that ref. It didn't look so nothing.
Oh, it looks like we're going to do it again. The two officials discussing. Clock continues to roll here. Durfee's going to get another shot at it. Once again, the Whalers with basically every team member at the goal. Another block, loose in front. Shot on net, and no good.
Okay, man.
Whalers quickly down the field, take a shot. Massa with the diving save as the clock hits 2 minutes. Kept in the box, another shot on net, and it's gonna trickle in. Ooh, I think this is gonna get waved off. No goal. So it stays 2-0. Big break for Durfee. The lights are on here at Mac Aldridge Field. Gonna come to Di Carvalho here, sends it down the sideline. Kicked by Medeiros to Esteves, now Hargraves. And Durfee loses it again. Going down into the corner, foot race. And the whistle sounds. Another free kick for Durfee that sails on that far side. And here come the Whalers again, full steam ahead. Checks up, takes a shot on net. Oh, what a save from Massa! Climbing the ladder off the fingertips to preserve the 2-0 score. Fantastic save. And I know the clock's been stopped at 2 minutes for longer than 2 minutes, and that's because of all the confusion down the other end on those indirect free kicks that added some stoppage time. So we're making up a little bit here. The officials were tending to this stopwatch during that as well. So a little extra time here than usual in the 2 minutes. That's going to be Durfee ball. So violation down in the corners. And now just like that, that's the end of the third. So 3 quarters in the books, and I said it earlier, I'll say it again, you know, the Hilltoppers could very easily have a goal or two in this one. Kind of on the short end of the stick right now. They really have played a strong game, but just nothing to show for it. While the teams huddle up and discuss the final 20 minutes of play, we'll take a quick timeout here ourselves on Fred TV. See you in 60 seconds.
Fall River has traditionally been in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. Please assist in the mission to complete our Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall. The names of approximately 58,300 American heroes will appear on the aluminum panels. Black granite pavers may be purchased to memorialize those who proudly served. We welcome you to be part of this once-in-a-lifetime project. To make a donation, order an individual paver, and see future announcements, please visit VietnamMemorialWall.org or connect with us on Facebook. 100% of your donation goes toward construction and perpetual care of the healing wall. Committee members expect a formal dedication in the spring of 2021. The spirit of this cooperative effort is of value to us all.
Welcome back to Durfee High School. I've been running this piece that you just saw all week here, and that is our update to the Vietnam Memorial Wall that's going up in Bicentennial Park here in Fall River. And you know, we wanted to get this out because it is nearing completion after 2 years. Such a great project and beautiful monument to see, to add to that Memorial Park downtown by the waterfront and the boardwalk. So we hope you enjoyed the piece. And I mentioned previous broadcast, a lot of the shots here, drone shots, thanks to Daniel Keating, one of our Fred TV seniors, and Nick Dolan, who both joined us to help us out with getting those shots. Really, the piece came out great, and you know, we'll have the grand opening ceremony when it does happen. We will have that for you on Fall River Government Television, our sister station, in the spring. So something to look forward to. Two minutes are up. Whalers and Hilltoppers ready to square off for the final 20 minutes of this one. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. 2-0 Whalers. Durfee unable to break the ice and get on the scoreboard through 3 quarters despite numerous good chances. Just unable to cash in. Makes for a frustrating day out on the field. We'll see what they got here in the fourth. Durfee will have possession to start the fourth as they get to set it in play. Here we go. Final 20 minutes here on this Friday evening. Once again as well, we did switch sides, so just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So Durfee trying to push the ball now to this side, the right side, where they're on the offensive attack right now, and New Bedford trying to clear. Still in play in the box, trying to send it out. They do, all the way to the far side. And a nice job to clear. Coming in to cut it off as Medeiros goes out of play. He's had a few nice minutes here coming in off the bench today. Hargraves trying to split through the defense, and it's kicked back. Nice end around from Estevez, trying to center one, and it comes back out. Worked the sideline very well there, good control of the ball. Silva sets and fires, goes toward Machado, trying to settle it, and it's taken away. All the way down the field it goes. Playing it in the corners, Barboza. Gets it through Silva. And they're calling the penalty in the box. So penalty kick for the Whalers. Ramos. 3-0 New Bedford. No, off the post. Or does it count? Yeah, no goal. It was off the, it's funny, the way it bounced, it almost looked like it bounced in and out. Kind of got a little bit of an illusion. So, Durfee's still down by 2. I mean, they had Massa dive in the other way, so it was wide open on that left side, but with the naked eye, it kind of was a weird optical illusion. So, no goal. We play on here at 2-0. Now DaCosta with the free kick, lofting it all the way to the box. Good kick. Now taken on net, deflected, and it'll bounce out of play. Durfee ball.
Come on, guys. You guys are running out of time. Let's go.
Good kick down the field, played off the chest of Silva. Gets it back. Once again, crossing the field, trying to spread it out, goes out of play. And we're going to go back the other way. Coming back this way, finding Barboza. And out of play. Spinning ball. Once it bounced, took a left turn to the sideline. A lot of spin on that one. Sent down the field. Machado. Centering pass. Good look. Taken out in the box, and that should be a penalty against the Whalers. Penalty kick coming for Durfee. It'll be Hargraves trying to put Durfee on the board. And it's good. Hilltoppers grab a goal on the penalty kick, and how big that the Whalers hit it off the post. Barboza missing, Ramos missing down the other end just moments ago. That one counts. So now the Hilltoppers down by just 1 with 12.5 to play. right in front of us here, played by Barboza.
There you go.
That was Ruben Barboza, now Tiago Barboza. And Machado hits the turf. It'll be a free kick for the Hilltoppers. Sent toward the box. Played onside by Codner, but it gets away, going out on the goal line. So Ramos will get to kick it in. You can hear Coach Mello on the far side, kind of directed traffic. Hilltoppers with another free kick from a good spot. High kick from Hargraves. It's tapped, loose in front, taking the shot as Silva, it's off the uprights for football, no good.
Don't let him out, man. Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
Wide open on the far right corner. No, Ramos is going to kick it this time. Perfect kick right to Ruben Barboza. Silva on his tail feathers. He kicks it back to Connor Silva. I'll tell you, a lot of Barbozas, a lot of Ramos, a lot of Silvas on the field today for both sides. Another chance taken out in the box. That was Durfee creating the penalty. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call. That's New Bedford ball right there. Well, the Hilltoppers were hoping and praying for a penalty kick again, but no, Codner initiated contact there, so tried to sell it. Clearly New Bedford ball, and it'll be DaCosta kicking it away. And the speed of New Bedford quickly again, right down the field. You know, if you're Durfee, you don't want to let one go in here, especially now making it the one-score game. Defensively, got to be real tight.
Brian, stay on him. Right there.
Lofted, preventing it from going into the box. Good job by Gilmet. Coming to the sideline and out of play. Durfee ball as Tiago Barboza can do nothing but watch it. Past the halfway mark here in the fourth. Rolling up on 8:30 to play.
Come on, Tom. Come on, Dominic. Dominic, you go by him.
Say, I'm impressed with Esteves. He's done a really nice job here, particularly in the second half. Shown some good speed to get to the ball. Esteves just a sophomore here on varsity. One of only 3. Some of the fans here for the Hilltoppers looking for a card with that takeout. Down to the box it goes again on the ground. Can they turn it around? No, Hargraves has to send it out. Sent back in now this time, and in front is Esteves. Takes the shot, and it's no good. Oh, that was a great set for the Hilltoppers. They found the open man, but no good. Coming in to stop it. That was Sanf.
Stop! Don't let me in the middle. No middle option.
Machado and Hargraves couldn't stop it there. Gets out of the box. Now foot race to the ball. Medeiros couldn't get there either. Now the Whalers trying to get down the field.
Ethan. John, Ethan.
Yeah. Used to wear all black, right? Didn't he wear black leggings and stuff like that? Yeah, I remember he
His
brought the
father
ball up.
used to always guide him.
I remember he brought the ball up one time and scored.
Out of play.
Maybe in the team he came out of the box. Boom. The keeper came out. They bounced. Oh. It is.
Loose in front. Toppers can't clear it out. Out of the far side, Codner trying to get through. Out of the box it goes.
What's up, guys?
What are you guys doing?
Next game for Durfee is slated for next Wednesday. Again, not sure when the Brockton game will be made up. It's possible it could be earlier next week. We don't have any confirmation on that. But according to the schedule, Durfee's next game will be at Dartmouth. Again, I'll actually have the call for that one with DCTV, so it will be live streamed. You'll still be able to see it here in Fall River. So that's going to be Wednesday. For New Bedford, their next game is scheduled to be against Brockton. They'll host Brockton on Wednesday. Our next coverage on Fred TV will be on Friday. Great move. Massa diving to his left to make the stop. Next Friday, the 30th, we'll have girls soccer against West Bridgewater from right here at Mac Aldridge Field. We're under 5 minutes to play. Hilltoppers still down by 1 and needing a goal to tie this one up and try to avoid what would be their first loss of the season. Not much time left. Going to the middle there and quickly coming back the other direction. Skied in the air, bouncing at the 15-yard line. Barboza hit the deck there too. Might have gotten bumped from behind. And it'll be Durfee ball. No, excuse me, it'll be a corner for New Bedford. I was going to say, no way that could be Durfee ball. Corner kick for the Whalers. Centered on net. Cleared out by Sanift. Ramos back toward the middle. They get it to Barboza. Now Tavares. And now to the far side. Back towards center, Bigelow. Clears it for a moment. Barboza still with it. Skied again, this time coming toward the sideline, and it'll bounce out of play on 2 hops. Couple subs coming in there. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Silva trying to settle, get some room. Gets through for a moment and has it taken away. Durfee has the numbers moving down the field here. Full steam ahead, good pass to Esteves. Takes the shot. That's off the head in the box.
I love these new rules. That's an unfair advantage of the head. Put him inside.
Yellow card, and that's it for Whalers player being led off the field. I think that might be DaCosta. And we're into 2 minutes here. Likely won't see him again. 7, was it? Jake saying it was number 7, so that'd be Barboza. So that was 7, not DaCosta. That's Ruben Barboza who got the card. Hilltopper's going to try to tie it on another indirect kick in the box here, with a wall of Whalers trying to protect their 1-goal lead. I think that's going to count. No, we heard the whistle beforehand. Whalers definitely jumped. Gonna have to do it again, so that will not count. That one is too high.
Pressure, Red! Pressure!
Now, Hilltoppers with very little time left. That, if they were going to tie it, probably would have been right there, and that's really their opportunity. Whistle, that's offsides. And a collision there on the far side. And that's going to be a card against Durfee. Bigelow gets tagged with it. Free kick for New Bedford. Barboza weaving his way into the box, takes a shot, no good. No soccer balls down that end of the field, running out of time. Good strong kick down toward the box, towards the circle, excuse me, midfield. Kicked up ahead and cleared by Silva. And just like that, back down the field again for New Bedford. Shot on net blocked. Fernandez. One minute to go, the signal from the official. And another free kick for the Whalers. And that's good. Massa came up. Hilltoppers were being interfered with down at the front of the box. And that's the third goal. Ramos coming out from his goal to celebrate. Massa still not happy with what was going on in front of him. The officials were letting it go. Yeah, Massa's going to get a card in a minute if he doesn't be careful. But he's got good reason to be frustrated. Shot on net, no good! Oh, wide open in front. And that's the game. Told you, Coach Tiberio Mello was not happy at halftime with some of the things he saw with the officials. And now, he had the whole, half the Durfee team not happy with the officials after that free kick. Now Massa and Coach talking. You see Silva in there with the officials and there was a ton of contact. Some of the Whalers players still mouthing off. Needless to say, New Bedford comes out on top in this one, 3-1 here at Durfee. So the first matchup was a tie. Second one here, a 3-1 victory for the Whalers. As things getting a little frustrated and heated at the end here again. Durfee, I think, with some valid frustration and complaints, especially on that last sequence that resulted in the third goal of the game late for the Whalers. All right, well, that's how this one's going to end, folks. Durfee gets tagged with their first loss of the season. They drop to 2-1-2 for New Bedford, their fourth win. It's a 4-1-2 record for the Whalers. Thanks for tuning in all week on what has been, again, a very busy week for us here on Fred TV. Tons of high school sports for you. We're thrilled that you were along for the ride with us, and we hope you enjoy a great weekend. For Jake Fitzgerald, Daniel Keating, I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from Durfee.